Hello and welcome to The Gaggle, where we challenge and, if necessary, destroy media narratives. Our friend Alexey Navalny, who is now enjoying a very pleasant existence in Germany, living in some considerable comfort, at whose expense we don't know, gave an interview to Bild magazine. Bild is, of course, a very right-wing German magazine. It was founded and published by Axel Springer, who's a famous German right-winger. And in this interview, Navalny makes a number of quite startling claims. Of course, other than the usual attacks on Putin, Putin tried to have him murdered, and they're all a bunch of killers. He first of all said that former Chancellor of Germany, Gerhard Schroeder, was basically a Putin's errand boy. But worse than that, he said that he's getting shadow money from Putin. Navalny immediately said that he doesn't have any evidence that he's receiving shadow money, but that's what he believes. And he also, in the same interview, said that Valery Gergiev, who is the chief conductor of the Munich Philharmonic, because he's a supporter of Putin, should be banned from the EU, should not be allowed to go to the EU, not even just banned from the Munich Philharmonic, he should be banned from the EU. So I wonder, Peter, whether the Germans have kind of made a bad bargain in having Navalny on their doorstep.
Well, Germany has libel laws. Okay. And I think lawyers will be put to use. See, the thing is that it's like the kids, the hackers at the troll farm in St. Petersburg. You can vilify them all you want and make all the claims and actually indict them. But what if they show up in court? What if they show up? Oh, and then Mueller, they walked away from it and the same thing is going to happen here. Lawyers going to show up. You've slandered a public figure in a major publication, and the publication agreed to go with it without clarifying, getting a second source. Mr. Navalny, you're in deep, you know what, okay? Yes. And why not? You shouldn't go around making baseless claims about people. I think also there was somebody knows where all the bodies are buried was mentioned as well. These are very serious claims. Now, the stupidity of it all here is a marginal figure like Navalny in Russia. It's so amazingly marginal, is going to be allowed to start dictating EU policy within the EU and externally. Brussels, do you realize what kind of stupid situation you're putting yourself into? Have you looked into Mr. Navalny's background? Do you know what kind of person he is? He's a self-promoter. He has been convicted of economic crimes. And most importantly, for you liberals in the EU, he's an outwardly racist person. Go check YouTube. They're all up there. Okay? So this shows, again, the short-sightedness of policymakers when they want to make policy about domestic politics and foreign affairs based on these gadflies that they use as props. Okay, Mr. Navalny, are you a prop? Gerhard Schroeder, you think is a prop? Are you a prop? Okay, where do you get your funding from? And who's paying you to stay in Germany? Okay. Right. Whose flight did the Russian government pay for your flight to Germany, or did private sources? What sources are those? See, right. Mr. Navalny, all the questions you like to ask of other people, we should have the right to ask you.
Right. No, that's very good questions, because he got the first-rate medical treatment. Somebody has to pay for that. And, he's living apparently in very nice comfort with his family right now in Germany. So again, there's a very pertinent question. But now Gerhard Schroeder has announced that he is indeed suing, not Navalny, but he's suing Bild. Because, of course, Bild has deep pockets. It's the biggest mass circulation magazine in Germany. It has deep pockets. And in Germany, unlike the United States, there isn't a sort of a public figure exemption. Because here in the United States, you can pretty much say anything you like about a public figure because it's fair game. You can't say it about a private figure, but a public figure, you can call Trump or Kamala Harris pretty much anything you like. But in Germany, you can't do that. So, if you're going to say Schroeder is getting some kind of secret payoffs from Putin, then Schroeder has a right to sue Bild. And I think Bild is going to have to settle because clearly Navalny has no evidence for this. And Bild has basically circulated this completely unsubstantiated accusation against him. So I think he's going to have to cough up some money for Schroeder.
But why does this happen? Because Navalny's never challenged. He's always treated with kid gloves by Western politicians and media outlets. Okay, and and Gerhard Schroeder has every right to protect his good name. Okay, and yes, he's on the board of Rosneft, and he was some very high executive position with the Nord Stream operations. They are public financial and economic entities, and they file paperwork. I mean, Rosneft is on the stock exchange in Russia. You have to have a high level of transparency. And Nord Stream, being an international consortium, probably even has a higher standard of transparency. So, Mr. Navalny, where do you get your facts from? Oh, you don't have any facts because you're a hack.
That's right. And moreover, his attack on this man, this Grigoriev, who is the chief conductor of the Munich Philharmonic, it doesn't seem good because, particularly in Germany, they want to separate politics from culture. So whatever his personal views may be of Russia or Putin, people really don't want to mix that up with his obvious artistic abilities. But Navalny doesn't really realize that. He said, hey, well, he's on the wrong side politically, so let's just ban him. Not just kick him out from the Munich Philharmonic, let's just ban him altogether from the EU. I don't think that's going to go down very well in Germany. And I think the German public is going to start wondering, why are we now stuck with this guy? He's just creating problems for us.
It's buyer's remorse again. Buyer's remorse. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That's exactly right. And Merkel, who should not have gone to visit him, paying any kind of personal visit to him. It was a disastrous thing. She has a lot of business pending with Russia, and simply, doing this, in this way would only antagonize Russia. But Merkel's mediocrity is a subject for another day.
Her mediocrity is outstanding.
Exactly. All right, well, we'll keep an eye on this. So remember, if you like The Gaggle, please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.